My 12-year-old clenched jaw saw holes through that basement couch. Unknown by your prepubescent hands that massaged my back as your feet moved to my front, and I tried to understand. See, I knew you were my best friend. I knew you let me eat supper with your family when mine didn't have enough, and I knew you felt like I owed you. But I wondered if my submission was payment, if my debt was ever wiped clean or simply compounded, wondered if I was meant to feel ashamed, wondered if you felt as broken as me, and if not, then why was I the only one broken? Not sure how to say no, but sure that saying nothing was close. I never wanted to learn like that. Like a year later, your hands found my legs, stiff palms meeting stiff calves, taught with anxiety, taught that the reality was my silence fueled your entitlement to my body. And I watched you and your friend watch the TV playing bootleg porn from your dad's stash. You comment about the female lead. Look at that bush. You lean in aggressively, whisper suggestively, landing strip. And suddenly, before I can strip once, I've crash-landed without a landing strip and far too much field for these cool kids. I felt the sting of ignorance, the impossibility of bodying up to these impossible rules. Me, all my 13 years, confused. Like, wasn't pubic hair a rite of passage? Like, I just grew that. I just became a woman, and suddenly we don't like women how we are, or we just don't like women that challenge femininity. See, it was all right for me to play football. It was all right for me to build forts. It was all right for me to be one of the boys until one of the boys decided that I had something they wanted, and I had to be okay with that. I never wanted to learn like that. I never wanted to be touched like that. Touched like I drove you there, touched. Touched like I bought you dinner, touched. Touched like we have already hyped this up, touched. You said, I just want a little head. Well, I don't want to do this to your wife, but I let my knees do the talking instead because I had convinced myself that it was a fair trade anyway. Now, when did I learn to believe my body was currency, that my words mean less than your wants? Somewhere in 2 decades of society's expectations, your uncertain obligations, your manipulative passive degradation met with the reality that, as women, we are still told to be quiet, to sit back, to play demure, to prepare our homes and our bodies for the taking and to never name abuse. Well, I never wanted to learn like that. I don't want my daughter to learn like that. So I'm not having one.